If you bought silver today at $87, we need to have a serious talk. Not the person who snagged it at $25 and is watching their 250% gains like a prized houseplant. Not the one hoarding bars in a safe and blissfully ignoring the daily price drama. I'm talking to you, the one who saw silver jump 6% on Trump's tariff news, panicked about missing out, and slammed the buy button near today's high, $87.48. Maybe you grabbed SLV shares, futures contracts, PSLV, or even physical silver plus premium. Congratulations, you're now holding silver at the highest price since January's $120 spike that promptly tanked 31% in a day. I'm not here to declare your move a mistake. Silver at $87, with Indian prices at 101 and Chinese inventories down 91%, might look like a steal in a few months. But before you throw more money into that spot, listen up. The next 48 hours could knock your $87 position down by 10 to 20% without any fundamental drama, just mechanical quirks. Miss those risks, and you'll transform a potentially brilliant long-term entry into a short-term mess that forces you out early. Here's what the cold hard data says. After any single day jump over 5%, in this cycle that's happened 7 times already, there's a 67% chance the price pulls back the next day by around 3.8%. Only a 33% shot it keeps climbing, and that bump averages a tiny 2.1%. So if you bought at the top of that 6% surge today, statistically you're more likely to wake up tomorrow to a dip. At $87, that's roughly $83.70, meaning a $3.30 hit per ounce, translating to $330 unrealized loss on 100 ounces, or a painful $1,625 mark-to-market loss on a standard futures contract overnight. Don't freak out, it's not a crash, it's just the market catching its breath after dancing wildly. This consolidation phase tests if momentum buyers stay in or bail. Now brace yourself, because there's a pretty imminent CME margin hike looming, likely Tuesday morning, potentially raising maintenance margins from $23,000 to between $34,000 and $39,000 per futures contract. If you're leveraged and can't cover this, your broker doesn't care about your feelings. They'll liquidate positions, possibly at the worst time, cascading through your entire portfolio. How you bought matters. Physical silver buyers have it best. No margin calls, no automatic liquidations, just watching the price flicker. But adding at $87 still raises your average cost and your overall risk. SLV holders get to enjoy all that plus the joy of tracking COMEX paper prices, which can get crushed by margin hikes while actual physical silver elsewhere stays higher. PSLV buyers pay a premium, sometimes as high as 3%, which effectively raises your price even above $87. Futures buyers, however, are basically holding a ticking margin call. Your brain has one hell of a cocktail going on right now, dopamine telling you there's more upside, cortisol screaming fear of missing out like you're outrunning a lion, and confirmation bias filtering only good news. It's wired that way because chasing shiny things was survival back in the day, but it's terrible for managing risk today. So here's your cheat sheet. Don't add more within 24 hours. Wait out the usual pullback. If silver climbs tomorrow, you only miss a couple percent. If it dips, you get a better price. If it happens, pullbacks will offer safer entry points anyway. Assess all your silver exposures across physical, ETFs, and futures. If silver already makes up more than 25% of your portfolio, adding more now cranks up your risk way past most sensible thresholds. Know your true average cost. Decide if you're in this for a fast ride to 100 or the long haul to 150 plus. And please, stash some cash. Investing your last dollar at 87 in this volatile mess is a fantastic way to lose everything fast. Your 87 entry might be brilliant over a year or more. After all, the physical market says you're paying 11 to 16% less than current global prices. But the next 2 days are a whole different beast. Survive the short-term chaos with patience and proper risk management, and you'll still have a seat when silver finally hits 100. That's the brutal but honest truth you need to hear before you click buy again.